and we're at the Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center. And today...
Hello, you legends. This is Topbloke in the house. Right, I'm going to be starting a new series on my channel where I will be reviewing the best golf instruction on YouTube. Is there such a thing? You ask yourself. So I'll be looking for the perfect golf instruction. Now, there are many golf YouTubers out there, and it seems to be a minefield of which one or way to go. So I picked out probably about 5 instructors that I've been watching, and here's my first. This is Shawn Clement. You may have seen him before. If you haven't, he has a very interesting way of teaching. He has many implements that he uses. He uses the grass cutting tool, and he's not into sort of positions and stuff like that. He's more into sort of natural motion of the body. So here I am at my golf club. I'm on the 10th tee. So remember, this is purely from my perspective. It's all about if I am doing what I think I am doing. And the great way about this is that I videoed myself and I can see if I'm doing what I'm doing, which I found out later I'm not. So one of the things that Shawn says that you have to set up on the drive as if you're chopping a tree, which is what I'm trying to sort of emulate there. And the other sort of videos he does, you put your feet together and just swing around so you're not swaying all over the place. Struck it well, but it sort of sliced, went into the tree, right side of the tree, which wasn't too bad. The greenkeeper in the background there is waiting for me, and as you can see, I'm bobbing up and down, and I take a back swing, and I completely bladed it and shanked it. Here's my third shot, just to hit a 7-iron to keep it in play into this fairway. This is a par 5, and if you ever listen carefully to what I'm saying there, cutting the daisies. And that's what one of the things that Shawn says, that you have to pretend that the ball's not there, and as if you're cutting the stem of a daisy. And obviously I didn't do that and completely ballsed up the first hole. So what I'll be doing is 2 sets of 9 holes. The first set of 9 holes, I will look back and see what I'm doing wrong, and if I'm doing it completely different to as Shawn is explaining it, and then I will go back out again. I've got a scoring system which I will explain in a moment. So here I am, the 11th tee. For some reason I didn't record my first drive, and it's ended up on the right side where that tree is. So I've had to chip it out into the fairway, and I'm probably around 140 yards. And so it's interesting to see yourself on video, because look at the way I'm bobbing up and down, and look at my wrist angles. They seem weird. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but I actually struck that very well, and that's gone just in front of the green. And here's a good view of the Canadian geese. So yeah, it'd be interesting to get some comments from yourselves, some better players, to give me a heads up what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to try and reach out to Shawn Clement himself. I doubt if he's going to have the time to watch any of this. But here's my first shot. Surprisingly, that was an absolute corker. That was a 5-iron, must have hit over 200 yards. Didn't record my second shot, but my second shot landed just off the green. This is the par 4, and that's my third. And then I go on to par this. So yeah, so like I was saying, it's interesting to see yourself back on video. I really don't think it's a good idea to record yourself on the range, because you just get into a groove. I think it's better to go onto the course like this, and you see me there pretending I'm chopping the tree, and then I'm gonna look at the way I sort of rise up and down. It's awful. You know, I don't think I'm doing that. And I did a massive slice into the road. That you know, that went absolutely miles right. Here's my second. Not much better, but I will find that ball, and I need to just chip it out into the onto the fairway. So as I said earlier, now I'm going to do 2 sets of 9 holes, this 9 holes, and I'm going to do a scoring system. And the scoring system that I'm going to use is 4 points to get on the greens in regulation, 3 points if it takes me an extra shot, etc. Plus I will do a Stableford points and add them up together, and or probably put them separately. So yeah, what am I on now? I'm on another par 4 and hit it slightly right, but that I thought it was worse than what it was, but it wasn't. It ended up quite well, and excuse the quality of the picture there. It was into the sun. I'm just off the green, and I don't think I got the par here. No, hit it way past. But I'm not interested in my putting today. It's just purely the ball striking ability. So here I am on the par 3. It's 180 yards. I've got a 4 iron, and you see me bobbing up and down. But actually, I hit this absolutely lovely.
Oh, that's sweet.
You're having it sweet. So I'm just on the green, and I 3-putted. But like I said, I'm not really interested in my putting today. And so I'm going to do the point system, and then I'm going to look for it like I have done, and I've also take some comments on board, and then I'm going to go back out again and try it again. I'm going to use that score if I beat it. And then I will move on to another golf YouTube instruction, someone like George Gankis or Bradley Hughes, and there's plenty of others out there. This was completely... One thing that I've noticed trying out Shawn's sort of method is I was a massive hooker of the ball, and now I'm just slicing it big time, and so that's quite interesting. Another thing I've noticed, that when I take the club back, I'm sort of roll my wrists. So yeah, so I'll add up the scores for this, and then I will try it again. Thanks for watching, ladies and gents. As I said, any comments, any advice, just let me know.
I mean, it's connecting well, and I'm getting some good distance, but distance is no good, is it, if you can't keep it straight in the fairway? Giving up this game. That's a gimme. That's a gimme.